Hi, just a quick update. So, if you've seen my Instagram and Twitter and that, you'll see that I made contact with a woman in the catering industry who is going to be meeting with me on Friday to discuss helping me launch Supernatural Foods. She's going to introduce me to hopefully all the right people within the Wakefield and Yorkshire business community to help promote my store. Hopefully, I can do business with these people. And the thing is the last 2 weeks I've been networking within the Wakefield business community and within like the wider working community. And the response and support that the boys and I have been getting for when we open our store Homeward Bound has just been phenomenal. I have been given so many business cards, it's not funny. I've got like a rack in my kitchen now of everyone's business cards, and the thing is that because my products involves telling my story, people are starting to find out what's happened, like what social services have done and what the doctors did, with the misdiagnosis. Because the thing that people need to understand is that when I had told them that my ex-husband was stealing my work, they said it was all in my head. They said that I was mentally ill, that I was making it up, that I was wrong, that I was, had psychosis and that, because it wasn't true. And now I've just proven beyond shadow of a doubt that he was stealing my work. Like, it's evidential. I can take that evidence to court. I can sue him for copyright laws and everything like that. Him and his best friend Andy and his girlfriend Katie Hamilton and all that. I can take all these people to court now for copyright infringement. Oh. and because social services and everybody else believed him and took my children off me, and none of this was investigated, I can now take them to, like, I'm going to cause a lot of trouble. Because the thing is, I got asked yesterday if I would do an interview for a newsletter that goes around to all the businesses in Wakefield. People are starting to hear my story. People are wanting to know what's happening and what has happened with my children and what happened with me with those doctors. Um, People are outraged, and the outpouring of love and support I've been getting has been phenomenal. Because the thing is, the doctors said that my idea for building this business to promote the building of the Dragonarium in America for the border children and Indigenous children, they diagnosed that as a mental illness. They diagnosed that on a legal document where they also claimed on a legal document that I was a rock, ROCK, from New Zealand, as delusions of grandeur, and I was forced to take medication on something that, because they couldn't see the vision, they diagnosed it as a mental illness. So now, as of next week, I'm going to be a legally registered businesswoman who is going to be associating and networking with Wakefield and Yorkshire and English business communities. And because my story is starting to get out there, it means I'm going to be in a better position to get justice and freedom for my sons and I, and also hold the doctors and social services and all the people who have allowed this kind of abuse to happen to me and my sons to continue, because none of it was investigated. Nobody believed my story, and I was forced to take medication every day for delusions of grandeur on something that is now actually happening for real. And not only is it happening for real, it's actually getting support from places like the Wakefield District Housing, who are the ones that are going to be giving me the lawyers and the marketing and the advertising executives and the people to help me promote Supernatural Foods. And all the wider business community are all starting to get on board. And when they're hearing my story, they're upset, they're angry, they're really disappointed. Everyone just keeps saying to me how strong I am and how inspirational I've been, and good luck with everything. And it sounds like I'm already a success story, and people can see where this is going. And I've got so many business cards from people now saying, I want to help you start your business. I want to help you promote your business. I want to help you set up your business. Like, it's been phenomenal, because people know that I'm onto something. And because they know that all of this has been done to raise money to build the Dragonarium in America for the Indigenous children and unaccompanied border children. People are wanting to get more and more on board because they see the blessing and the hard work that my sons and I have put into building all of this, which the doctors at the hospital diagnosed as a mental illness. So not only is it a miscarriage of justice and a human rights violation, but laws were broken and laws were ignored. And this is why, as a businesswoman, my story is now a future businesswoman and businesswoman when it happens. My story's getting out. I'm being interviewed. I'm just waiting for the phone call. She said it would be in a couple of days because she said that my story is the kind of story that they want people to hear about. And this is a newsletter. It's a, like a email newspaper that goes out to all the business community in Wakefield. And it's just the response has been incredible. The support the boys and I getting, people have been off. Oh my God, that's the thing. I've been getting messages from people offering to help me buy presents for my boys. I've been getting messages from people saying, how old are my sons? And could they help me buy presents, Christmas presents for my boys? Because they're wanting to offer support. Like, it's just been phenomenal, like businesses and everything. It's just been phenomenal because people have started to hear. Word is starting to spread what Chris did and what the doctors did and what's happened to me. And the outpouring of love has been phenomenal. And so I've got a lot of people offering now to help get my story out there to bring justice to this situation and, in their words, to help bring my boys home. People are wanting to help me bring my boys home because they keep saying, like, this can't continue anymore. It's unfair. So I just thought I'd let you know that the fight for justice for Thomas and Gabriel and I to clear my name and to get us justice so that we can be together to tear this whole thing down. The movement has started, people, and because I'm fighting for me, I'm fighting for everybody in my situation who was made to feel like third-class citizens, who were treated like they were mentally ill because of their indigeny, because of their ethnic background, because of their cultural roots, because of their faith, and because they dared to have a dream that the doctors in that hospital didn't have a mind open enough to see the wider vision. And now everything is coming into land and it is all becoming a reality. And in a few days, my business that they said was a mental illness is going to be a legally registered business, noted within the Wakefield and Yorkshire community to be a business with the purported purpose of setting up and building a children's home in America that the hospital diagnosed as a mental illness. I've also proven them wrong when they said I was making it up, that I was mentally ill. When I said that Chris and Andy and his friends and that had stolen my ideas, I've now proven the hospital wrong because I now have the evidence that when I take all of this to court, I said to them months ago, is this a legal document that will stand up in court? And they said yes. And I said, excellent, because I knew that when I had proven I was telling the truth, I would be able to take it to court, I would be able to take it to the media, and I would be able to take this to Parliament and start holding people accountable for this human rights violation and this injustice that was done to my sons and I, because laws were broken and laws were ignored and my human rights were infringed, and so were my children's. And so I'm fighting for me and I'm fighting for all of us. So I just wanted to give you that update and let you know that the ball has started rolling, the wheel of fortune has started turning, and soon enough the whole world is going to hear my story. The whole world is going to hear our fight, and then it doesn't just become my fight; it becomes your fight as well. Because if I can show you how to stand on your 2 feet and bring justice by standing on your truth and not letting anybody tell you you're wrong when you know you're right, then let my story be a lesson to all of you never to give up the fight, especially when it comes to fighting to get your children back, because we were victims in all of this. We were subjugated to nothing short of emotional and mental torture, because some people couldn't open their minds and expand their vision, and some people didn't want to admit that they were wrong, that they'd trusted a liar and a thief. So I will continue to tell my story until I get my sons back and the right people are held accountable for what they've done. But I do want to express this over and over again. There were some nurses in that hospital who fought tooth and nail for me to be free. There were some nurses in that hospital that knew I was telling the truth and didn't believe that I needed to be there. And if I have to take them to court as my witnesses, I will do it. But I will always defend the people in that hospital that stood by my side and protected me. There are only 2 doctors in that hospital I intend to go after, and a couple from Pindersfield as well. They're the ones that I want to be held accountable, because they were the ones that sat there and told me that I was making it all up when I said he was trying to steal my ideas. And now that I have the proof that he was trying to steal my ideas, I can use all of this as evidence against all of them in court. And everyone that stood by him and believed him and helped him tear me away from my boys and keep us apart will now have to answer for it in a court of law, to the media, because it is getting out to the media, and eventually to Parliament and the World Health Organization. So don't give up the fight. So my house is all nearly set up. I get my cooker and my fridge freezer hopefully next week. I've got some chest of drawers and that coming. I'm giving my lounge over to my boy when I get him back, and my other boy's going to share a room with me just until I start making money, and I can get us into a 3-bedroom place of our own. And I cannot wait to get involved with the Wakefield and Yorkshire business community, because the outpouring of love and support has been absolutely phenomenal. When they're hearing my story, they are flabbergasted, and they are bending over backwards, these beautiful people, and the WDH, and that they are bending over backwards to help me get on my feet and establish myself and help my boys and I establish this business, because they want to be a part of helping us build the Dragonarium in America. When they find out, the services we're going to be providing and the reason why we're doing it, and that is, oh my goodness, the outpouring of love and support has been phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. And when I get all the legal work done and I get Supernatural Foods trademarked and all that sort of thing, then that's it. That's my boys and I off and away. So I just want you to I just want you to know, don't give up. Listen to my story and use it as a lesson for you to never give up on the things that you truly believe in. And if you know you are standing in your truth, continue to stand in your truth, because eventually you break through that glass ceiling and all the right people start to hear you, and all the right people will respond. And the response I have been getting has been absolutely phenomenal. And then once I am established as a businesswoman, then it's all over, because I'm going to use my position within the business community to get some laws changed and start making a difference. A lot of these people are from migrant and ethnic backgrounds as well, or very supportive of the migrant ethnic minority community, and they all want to, they all want to help me fight and push for justice, specifically for my boys and I, and to get the Dragonarium built. So I've even had a couple of people say that when we're ready to lay the foundations in America, to let them know, because they know people like contractors and that might want to help get on board. So the ball is starting to roll, because I didn't give up. I was determined to tell the truth. I was determined to stand in my truth, and I was determined to fight for Indigenous, ethnic minority and immigrant rights. Those of us on the fringe of society are not treated very fair by a lot of people who should be impartial, and justice is supposed to be blind. And we are judged unfairly because of our backgrounds and our ethnicity or our beliefs, or the fact that we dare to have dreams and hopes for the future. And so if I can be the one to break that vicious cycle and demand change, so that people see us differently and treat us with the respect we deserve and give our cultures and our ancestors the respect we deserve, then I'm going to be the one to do it. And I just wanted to let you all know that the fight has started, the fight continues, and I will not stop. I will not stop until my boys are here, asleep, safe and sound with me where they belong. So I did it, like I've nearly done it. I'm nearly there, guys. I've nearly started this fight for us. Word is spreading, and soon all of our stories will be heard, because I'm not just fighting for me, I'm fighting for all of you in the same position as well. So, kia kaha, stay strong, and I'll speak to you later. Ka kite anō. Mwah.